God bless all of you. Now, today, what we're going to look at now is how will you be able to know? Uh, how will you be able to know concerning all the death dreams we are having? How will you be able to know whether a person's time is up? Already, I have given you the ring that to me, per what Psalm 90 verse 10 is saying, that God says, I have given human beings 70, if strength is there, 80. That is my policy. But there are some of you, or there are some people who have died below that one. And also, I think you and I, we've heard that, oh, there are some people, they come to on this earth to come and do a short work and they leave. Okay, they have done their impact and they leave. A typical example is Jesus Christ. He was only 33 and they quickly finish up the whatever, and God will call them early. We're gonna look at that because even that one too, there are also dreams that come so that you will know that, oh, the person wasn't even up to 50, but the person has finished his assignment. But 90% of the dreams, most of us, we shift the blame on God, that it is God that gave it, it is God that has taken away and all that. I want you to know that most of them are from the devil. It is never God's will, it is the devil's will. And because the correct direction is not done, at the end of the day, the dreams come to pass and it destroys families. It throws a lot of people into dismay and all that. So we're going to really look into that so that this death dream that is taking chunk percentage of our dreams, we will be able to work against it. Let me tell you something. Even if your time is up, and you dream about it, you can talk to God about it, and God can prolong it. That is, if you know that there are some things you haven't really put in order very well, you can talk about it to God. So I'm saying that God, He does not really delight in our untimely death. What He wants us to do, finish your assignment and go back home. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? That is why of late I have been doing short videos on some of the things you should know. Whenever you have a particular dream, you will know what is ahead that is coming. All right. So now we're gonna look at that one. I believe most of you have been having a lot of death related dreams. Now, some of the death, most of you believe that it's from God. It is God that allowed it to happen. So I just want to know, does God allow it? And what happens for God to allow? Untimely death, it is never allowed by God. So most of you by now, you know, when you see a live vulture, it's a sign of untimely death. When you see maggot, it's a sign of untimely death. When you see dead fishes, it's a sign of untimely death. The raw thing is that when you see a cemetery, when you see dead people in a negative way, which I have expatiated to you already, if you go to our previous videos, they are all signs of untimely death. All right. If you see casket, sign of untimely death. You see cemetery, sign of untimely death. You see mortuary or morgue, sign of untimely death. All right. If you see yourself being shot in a dream, it is sickness that will kill you. Being bitten by a snake in a dream, it is sickness that will kill you. Being bitten by ants, it is sickness that will kill you. All right. So there are so many. If I start going through untimely death, there are so many. Most especially when you see another part, a friend in a dream, you try to talk to the person is not really hearing what you say. One of you may be standing in what the world of the dead. So let's say in a dream you saw that, oh, Papa, today I saw my friend. I was talking to my friend. He wasn't hearing me. Is either your friend or you, one of you is about to die. So you get what I'm saying. So I'm begging all of you, we're going to look into it, whether it's actually God that is allowing it. Because I've heard people say, hey, if God does not allow it, won't happen. God allowed it. No, it is not all the time. The untimely ones are not allowed by God. but because spiritual stuff were not followed, that is why the untimely death has happened. So don't let's stop saying all these things. It is God. If God has not allowed it, this wouldn't have happened. Now listen, I don't know how many of our Muslim brothers and sisters who are here, because I know on our platform we have Muslims on our platform. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? We have them on our platform. We got plenty on our platform. But if my Muslim brothers and sisters are here, they will confirm that all the time they have a belief. Muslim brothers and sisters here, they have a belief that whatever that happens to us, it is from God. Muslim brothers and sisters, that's what they believe in. Whatever that happens to us is from God. Whatever that happens to us is from God. That is their belief. But as a Christian, you should not believe that. You should not believe that. If you are a Christian, you should not believe that. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Hold on for a second. Okay, if you are a Christian, don't you ever believe that. It is we don't have that kind of belief that anything that happens to you, it is God that has allowed it. So for our brothers and sisters in the Islamic religion, what they believe is that if your child is 5 years and he dies, it means it is God. Every evil that happens, they claim it is God. I don't know whether that is what their Quran is saying, but yes, that is what their Quran is saying. Had it not been that, they wouldn't really believe in that. But as a Christian, it is not everything that is allowed by God. And I stand with the Christians because the devil can also take it away. Because God doesn't want it to happen, that's why God revealed it. This is what is about to happen. So, what are you doing about it? If you sit down for it to happen, it is not God. All of us should listen to this very well, or else you will let somebody deceive you that everything that happens, it means God allowed that. God does not allow, he does not even delight in evil things happening to us to take our life. It is we who don't know. That's why we say, oh, this one is allowed by God. So all these dreams that I have mentioned, all these dreams, I'm telling you that most of these dreams you and I, we dream about. So far as it's concerning death, you should know that it is not all. God wants you to prevent it. That is why God Himself is revealing it to you. Okay? Now, when Job said, it is God that gives, it is God that takes, don't make Job's statement your statement. Never. Don't you ever make Job's statement your statement. A lot of people say it. They lose their job, it is God that gave me, it is God that has taken. They lose their children, it is God that gave me, it is God that has taken. Let me tell you, that is Job's story. He made that statement. That statement was not made by God. But today, everything in the Bible, let me tell you, this Bible, it is not everything in it that is God's word. Job said this. It does not mean that you have to do it. David killed Goliath. Does it mean that physically you have to go and kill someone? So it is not everything. We have that are spoken by. We have that are spoken by human beings. But let me tell you, when God speaks, it's perfect. But when human beings speak, it depends, because what I experience, if you decide to follow, it may help you in a way. But somebody may also decide to follow. It may also not help the person. So what we do is that we stick to what God is saying. That is all. So please, if things that I've told you time in memorial that listen, anytime, okay, if it is God that is actually bringing something to you, something that is bad. Okay, whatever God is bringing to you, that thing as a Christian, it is not coming to kill you. God will never take you through trials and temptation that will kill you. Why? What does he gain from it? God actually wants you to learn something. He wants you to be matured, so he will pass you through. That's why the Bible says that Isaiah chapter 43, when you pass through the fire, it will not burn you. Psalm 23, yet though I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil. These ones, it is God that is actually taking you through. You will fear because God is with you. He's not going to leave you. At the end of the day, you will see yourself that you have been able to succeed. You will give glory. You are going to get testimony out of it. You will encourage other people. But the ones that is not from God always come to take your life. So please, if you have been having any form of dream that is death related, don't you ever tell anybody. Don't you ever say to yourself that it is God that allowed. Maybe there is something you didn't do right. That is why I tell you that anytime you have the dream, make sure you have done every correct direction you are supposed to do. And sometimes when your spirit does not feel satisfied with the kind of prayer you have prayed, go and find another time and pray more until in your spirit you will feel that indeed I have done the right thing. Because there are some dreams when you pray about it, you still feel the air that it look as if I haven't prayed enough. Go hide yourself somewhere because that form of attack that is coming demands a lot of prayers to match up to the attack. So I want us to get this straight that nobody here should be saying it is God that allowed it. Listen, in Ghana, all of you have heard about our helicopter crash. I've heard some people saying that it is in God's will. When I heard it, it was very funny to me. It is in God's will. It is never in God's will today nor tomorrow. If not that, that accident wouldn't have happened because let me tell you something. God revealed to some people as to whether those people involved they took those prophets serious. I mean, that's also another story. So what you have to do is that you should be very, very careful. It is not everything you should shift to God. When God is taking you through troubles, we know, but it will never take your life. But when the enemy set an agenda to kill you, that is what will take your life. So today, my main thing is that let us stop that. If we allow that, we make God a wicked God. It make God becomes like, oh, so as for this God, he doesn't have anything good for the children. Oh, what happens is that your children will be dying, 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 dying. Your destiny helpers will be dying, and you tell me it is from God. No. If it will take your life, it is not from God. So those who have had this dream, house flies, you see house flies a lot. Maybe the green one, maybe the bigger one, maybe the smaller one. You see it a lot all the time. They are new and all that. You enter into a room, they were full of house flies. There is somebody about to die. Someone you've buried long time ago, you've done the funeral. In a dream, it was more like you are going to have another funeral again. Somebody is going to die again that is very close to you. You are married, you are with your husband for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You've had a dream again and you are remarried. It is also a sign of death. Wedding ring has been broken in a dream into two. It's a sign of untimely death. One of you is going to die, either the husband or the wife. You have children in a dream, you were looking for one. You couldn't find that person, that little kid. It's also a sign of untimely death. So all these death-related dreams, they are many. They are indeed many. But what I'm telling you is that how well do you work on that? Are you going to say it is God that allowed it? A woman who had 4 children and lost 3, now he has 1. So are you trying to tell me it is God that allowed the children to die like that and to leave the woman miserable? What about the accident that happened in Ghana where 17 children were buried in one day in an accident when they were coming from church? Now hear me. A woman who was part of whose children were part of the trip. That woman had 4 children. All the 4 children who went to the camp in that car, all of them were buried. So are you trying to tell me it is God that has taken all the children away? It is God that has taken all the children away. Now, let me also tell you this before I will allow questions and answers. Now, let's read the book of Job. If you read the whole story, according to what is written in the Bible, Job had all these painful news in one day. He had 10 children, and the 10 children, they were having a party in their eldest sibling house, and the building collapsed. All of them died. Now, watch out. Who made them die like that? It was the devil, because the devil had taken permission that. And when the devil was taking permission, he did not spell out to God what he's going to do to Job. He decided to touch everything. It was the devil. It was the devil. Now remember that initially Job says something that what I am afraid of most is what is coming onto me. For God did not give us the spirit of fear. So may your fear never come to you. What you are afraid that your husband will leave you. You are afraid that your wife will leave you. You are afraid that your children will leave you. If that fear dwells in you, the devil will see that this is going to be the most painful news. Already he's afraid. So we have to try and strike along that side so that it will get to him. So it was the devil doing all this work. It was the devil doing all this work. You get what I'm saying? So I want all of us to know that it is not everything that is from God, especially untimely death. It is the devil that has planned, but God, in his wisdom, in the spirit, will reveal to you. My question here is, how well do you work on it? What is your death dream directions you do? I know people are going to ask me, Papa, we do the direction, but all the time another death dream will come again. Yes, because there is a season for somebody in the family to die, and the devil has actually fixed his eyes on you. So you will keep on having, but if you are able to break yourself from it. So I tell people, when the first death dream comes, do the foundational direction. What is foundational direction? You fast, you pray from the day you had the dream. After that, you go and sow seed. Some, the very intense one, you will sow seed, you have to also go to the orphanage home and go and do charity work so that that death will be cancelled. Now, when that death is cancelled from you, the devil will move it to another person in the family. So you will see that you are the one having it. But because you break yourself from it, then later you will hear that one of your uncle is dead. Yes, because they were looking for you, they didn't find you. They have to find someone else because it's a season for someone to die. Are we all getting it? So please, how well the foundational direction, the first aid prayer, the fasting, that and the prayers that you base on the word of God to pray, how well the seed sowing, how well do you do it? If you do it well, this untimely death, it will never, 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 never happen for you to say that God. You, these ministers and the military people that are there, Friday, I learned that they are going to do a mass funeral for them or whatever, memorial service for them. You will hear some of the men of God that will come. In fact, God gave us the defense minister and God has taken. For what? You see, this is my problem. What is God taking them for? Whilst people who are alive are depending on them to survive. God is taking them for what reason? What is God going to gain? It was an agenda set by the enemy. That is why I tell people, know that once you are born on this earth, you have war to fight. You will fight your way out because the devil will keep on attacking your left, right, center. Break yourself free through the blood. That is why it is good to give your life to Christ so that you will have that kind of power in you to be able to control whatever the devil is planning against you. Is somebody getting me? Please, I just want to equip your spirit well so that you will know that this Lord Jesus Christ we are serving, he has given us that power. He overcame death. He died untimely so that you will die timely. By his stripes we are made healed. So some of the things, because Jesus went to Asamando, he went to the world of the dead and came back. He does not want you to go there if your time is not up. So you have to be able to enjoy all the days the Lord has given to you. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So I'm begging all of us, let us be strong enough. Let us know what is about to happen. Let us know whatever God Himself wants to do in our life. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So when the death related dream comes, you have to know that this death related dream, it is not from God, and you are not going to sit down for it to happen. Hallelujah. Yes. So I'm going to open for question and answers. If you have a general thing, we are going to take only 10 people. My administrator here is going to prompt me. So you will mention the name MCR whenever anybody um, raises their hand. Is somebody getting me? So when you raise your hand, you have your questions to ask, because this is basically interaction. We're going to interact, because on the YouTube you will not be able. So when MCR mentions the name to me, all right, what you will do is that unmute yourself. Make sure there is no noise at your background. Now, it is not everybody here that can understand English, they understand English language, but most of us cannot fluently speak it. It is not a crime here on this platform. So if you really want to speak your local dialect, the only thing is that the South Africans and the stuff, I don't understand South African, and the Kenyans too, I don't understand Swahili. But I know the Kenyans and the South Africa, you are good when it comes to English. You can speak. But in case you can't do it, you have to get someone who understand your Swahili or Afrikaans, then you can speak. So if you even speak Tosa, feel free, but get an interpreter to explain. But I believe those. But I'm talking about the Ghanaians, because it's not everybody that had the privilege to go to school. So please, if you know you can't really flow well, when you come, you say, Seer, I want to speak Chi language. I will allow you to speak after I will explain, and I will also give a direction to it. Okay. I want everybody to be able to express him or herself. Be able to do that. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So when you lift up your hand, MCR will call you. Please, we don't want 2, 3 dreams. It's 10 questions. Man, just talk about one. It's either you talk about the teachings we are doing right now, or maybe if you have a general one, you can. Then I'm gonna assist you so that you can be able to get what we do in here. So the lesson for today is, it is not everything that is allowed by God. So don't let us be shifting, or oh, God allowed it. God allowed it. It's not true. Not all the time. God bless you. So let's take some questions. Eleno Usua, kindly talk to us. Yes. Every time we are messing with the piano, I feel be very mindful and answer me prideful. But never know a baby actually be a memory and I mean a baby. So me says me won't type me so that idea a bounty and I remember so meeting yes, you know. Ellen, o joining yache. O joining your ministry yache. If I train Chabia, since me dream I mean so yeah, me trip by free. And madam would be a trim and game money. Okay. All right. What Ellen is saying is that anytime she has a dream, she sees some people having a wedding, or maybe the father and mother, somebody having a wedding. But within that short time, what she's saying is that she's been praying. But the people sometimes she sees having the wedding, or anybody close to them, they keep on dying and dying. Now I'm going to answer Ellen. According to her, she joined us not long ago. Someone actually linked her to our ministry. Now, all of you who have been here, you've heard her saying that anytime she has that dream, she's been praying, but at the end of the day, somebody will die. Now, listen to me very well. Ellen, oh, aha, I hope so Ellen English and American, right? Okay. So, Ellen, listen, it is not only prayer that you can use to overcome untimely death. Anytime you have untimely death related dreams, all right? The other person may try to say, ɛnyɛ mpaebɔ nko ara na yɛde si owu ano kwan owu a ɛyɛ mpɛtuwu anaasɛ owu a time no nso yɛ ɛnyɛ mpaebɔ nko ara prayer is part of it mpaebɔ ka ho prayer is part of it but we do fasting we base on the word of God then you go and sow seed and now say you will go and do charity work Ellen now woyɛ nneɛma wei nyinaa aha. Yes. So what you were doing is that I was asking Ellen whether she was doing all the. This is what I call the foundational directions. Foundation. That one it includes everything because you are laying a solid foundation so that death dream will not come. But for our sister, yes, sister Ellen, no, and Paibon Kwan and no wobble. He was only praying, but yes. Aha. So Ellen, okay, now you are at the right place at the right time. In Ellen, Oko YouTube or now. I have done so many dreams. Some of the dreams I have done on YouTube are both in our local tree language and English language. These are the only two languages I use there. So if you are really okay with the tree language, go and because normally we during the caption we add it whether it's tree language or it's English. It's Ellen Oko Honomo. They be those of you who are joining us for the first time or those of you who discovered us not long ago, what I would say is that sometimes take your time. Let it be more like a project. Mm? You will go every day, decide to listen to one dream and interpretation. The videos I've done. Every day, you are going to say, Ube baako. Today, I know one sister in Netherlands who was doing that. Dr. Joan, wherever you are, greetings to you. When the first day I encountered that lady in Netherlands, I could see that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just mentioning your name for something. So what I'm saying is that the very first day I saw Dr. Joan, what happened was that I could see that Mihuse as she's actually been following every video I have done. So she had the time that today I will listen to this. Tomorrow I will listen to this. The next day I will listen to this. So by the time, and sometimes even if you have finished listening, you have to be refreshing your mind on some of the videos. So Sister Elena Usua, welcome here because you said you discovered us not long ago. Na direction be a debe to gano. Also sa na obeti ase. Ewo from me videos no. Then after that no. Now for why direction. I pray for grace for you that from today, may no evil dream come to pass again when you work on it. In Jesus' name. Amen. Okay. Alex who? Arasom. Alex Arasom, talk to us, please. Alex. Yeah, it's Alex from Antwerp. Netherlands, Antwerp. Okay. Yeah. This death dream can we be having it sometimes and it's not for we because sometimes I see some people eating goat meat and fishes like that and I have been having this death dream for a long time before after I get married and I see the direction when you showed me. So I did it, and after some weeks, I had an encounter where all those dreams was back. So
Sometimes I usually have this sometimes, but I don't know if it's for me or it's for other. I heard when you were saying it. Sometimes we can have the dead dream, but it's not for us. Maybe it's for
So, Alex, what is your question? What you're asking is that you've been working on the death dream and they keep on coming. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
yeah, I've been working on yes, I have been working on the dead dream. I work on the dead dream. So when I work on the dead dream, then everything back from I've not seen it in there. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I normally have it so they go and they come back again and feel very close to. But I don't know if it's for me or it's for my family or
Okay. Now, Alex, let me say this. I don't know. I've said this before, but for the purpose of this Google Meet, I'm going to say this again. The death dream you've been having, when you work on it, and let's say it stops coming, and for some time it comes again, you just have to pray about. Now, listen. Everybody here, listen to me. Whenever you had death dream, even if it is you that you saw yourself in the casket, you saw yourself maybe being shot in a dream. Don't pray for only yourself, even though it is yourself you saw. The reason is that Paul said in the Bible that we are not ignorant of the devices of the enemy. We are much aware that if you pray for yourself, the death will move from you, but it can go to your sister, it can go to your husband, it can go to your wife, it can go to any of your children, or somebody that matters a lot in your life. So, Alex, listen, what you are asking is that you don't know whether it is you or not. There's no need to even know. What you have to do is that make sure you spread the dreams and the prayers you are doing, spread the direction towards everybody, including yourself. Because that dream, it can be so tricky that I shared this some time ago. That I was on live TV on national television in Ghana here, where I allowed phone calls. Somebody called. Now here, the person in the person's dream, they have been doing illegal mining. They've been mining for gold in an illegal way. In Ghana, we call them galamsey. The galamsey, why we shorten it, the thing is that gather them to sell. Gather them to sell. Then we shorten it, we call it galamsey. Now, hear me. What happened was that in his dream, and the galamsey, what they do is that they always dig a very deep pit because that's where they will enter and go and look for the gold. Now, he's been doing the galamsey with the father and with the younger brother. Now, one day he had a dream, and the dream he had, they had entered into the pit and the pit collapsed, and it fell heavily on their father. In the dream, they brought the father out, but the father was dead. Now, watch this. Because he's a Christian, they decided to fast and pray for the father alone. 3 weeks and some days. They went for the galamsey, entering into the pit. The pit indeed collapsed, but it fell on the youngest brother. So it's the younger brother that died, but the father is still alive, and he himself is still alive. Now, what they should have done was that they prayed for the father, prayed for himself, prayed for the younger brother, and even including the mother. Because when you solve here, the devil knows that okay, you were the target, you were shot in a dream. Now, when you just woke up, you prayed for yourself alone. Don't be selfish. Now, if you pray for yourself alone, then the devil will be like, okay, fine. He has done every direction for himself. Is there anybody that matters in their life? Yes, the child, the first child matters. Yes, this man is the destiny helper. Let's move and attack this man. Then you will see that you are saved, but the people around you are not safe. So to be on the safer side, this is what I keep on telling people. When you have a dream and you see yourself dead, even you saw yourself in a casket, please, it may be somebody that is close to you that you are seeing, or it may be you. So you just want to be on the safer side. So pray to cover all of them. If you are doing a direction, and let's say when it comes to seed sowing, pray over the seed that Father, this seed I'm sowing is for me. it's for my children, it's for my wife, it's for anybody that matters in my life. Now, when you cancel that, it does not mean that that untimely death is gone. It's not gone because it's a season. So what happens is that it will then move away from you, your children, your wife, or those that matters. Then it will enter into the extended family. Then sometimes you'll be there, then all of a sudden you will hear that, oh, this your auntie is dead. You will see that the auntie is dead, but it is not going to affect you too much. Because in the first place, it's not your auntie that is taking care of you. And you are not the one that is taking care of your auntie. So all what I just want you to know is that Alex, and to everybody, spread it. Spread the prayer. Pray for yourself, pray for your children, pray for your husbands, pray for your wife. Spread it. At least those nuclear people, the people that are close to you. But if you shift the prayer to yourself alone, please, it will not be a good news. You will see that you are safe, but the next thing you will see, just like this story I shared, their father was safe, but they've buried their youngest brother. He's the one that died. The same collapsing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I understand. And because I've been thinking I don't know because normally for me, if I do like this, I check. If I close my eyes a little bit, I dream.
Mm.
Because there was a time when I've been trying, if I dream, I forget, I dream, I forget. So I see it in your video where you tell where you say to people that you forget your dream, you bring the direction and what will you do. So for me, every time, every life, I make a constant prayer for myself, my family. So from there to there, it's like anytime when I pray, whether sometimes I attack them, sometimes they attack me, like a battle, fighting, playing like that. Before, normally people beat me with them. But when I start watching you, by God grace, I start working myself, praying. Then now I'm the one hitting them. But sometimes I see they shoot a gun, I don't know those kind of things. So it's like when I pray, when they attack come, but I'm not scared again because you are ready to tell me about what we need to do, and we should not be scared of energy. So I've been doing this like constant, and I feel like it's not now like to stop praying because now I see that more strength, I have more strength to do it more. So I really appreciate this and thank you very much.
God bless you. And I will be coming to Netherlands there. But when I come, I would like to see you. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
I will be
okay,
in either we're planning. I'm going to be in The Hague or maybe Amsterdam, any of them. But once you are close to the place, I would like to see you when I come. Okay.
okay,
God
okay,
bless
no
you.
problem. Thank you.
Bless you. Bless you. Um,
Thank you.
who else? Laurentia Ansa. Laurentia, talk to us.
Good evening, Seer.
Good evening.
Please, it's not about the topic that you are treating today.
All right.
It's something that is bothering me for
Laurentia, where are you calling from?
last month, UK,
Okay.
Manchester.
All right.
Last month, I had a dream twice. Uh, in the dream where I saw someone was sleeping on my bed, a bed that I share with my husband. Someone was sleeping on the bed. Uh, the person was a woman with a baby.
Hey.
So I quickly stacked them and changed the bed sheet. The same month, within 2 weeks, I had a dream that it looked like I was in the shop. That I saw my husband with a woman with a child. And then I was like, what's going on? And the lady said, me and your husband is having an affair. So I was trying to attack the lady, and then my husband hold my hand, and then he said, if I try it, he's going to stab me in the dream. So I have a counselor in real and told him in the dream that if he attacked me, he's going to attack him back. And then he stopped. And just yesterday, last night, I had the same dream with, with this one is 3 kids with my husband. I was like, what is going on? So I said, okay, I'm going to call police. But I couldn't call police, and then my eyes opened. And then we started, I couldn't sleep again. I was like, what is going on? I don't sleep because this is the third time. So I was like, what is going on? So I couldn't sleep again. Until we start morning dream of. Where's your husband?
So Larissa, you want me, as I sit here, you want me to explain this dream to you, eh?
No, see, I need a confirmation.
Confirmation for what? You know, sometimes I remember some time ago when I was doing this. I don't know whether it was Zoom or whatever. I have made my stance very clear that some of these things, it's not that I don't understand your dream. I understand it perfectly. In fact, I can even give you more details than what you are saying. Even when I go on TV or radio station in Ghana, when anybody asks me this dream, I tell them I can't explain on air. Now, can I ask you a question? Since you had this dream, have you ever asked your husband whether your husband has a child somewhere or is having an affair? Have you ever asked your husband this question?
No, please, no.
Okay, that's maturity. And I love you for that. You said you need confirmation, eh?
Yes, please.
Okay. WhatsApp me when we finish.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I cannot explain publicly, but WhatsApp me immediately. We drop this whatever. Okay, kindly try as much. Yeah, so WhatsApp me, Lawrence. I'll be waiting for you. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe when you WhatsApp, I'm gonna call you so we go into that. All right. Thank you so much. Mm.
Thank you.
All right. Who else? Lisa Mensah. Hey, Lisa, talk to us.
I didn't come early, so I think I missed the first part regarding what you're talking about. But I had a dream that I wanted to run by you.
Okay.
So in my dream, there was like a vast like a lot of people there. They were supposed to meet me for something that I don't know why they were supposed to meet me. But then all of a sudden, I saw that some of them had left, and then some stayed, and some were also coming back. I cannot remember what I was doing with these people, but as I was meeting them and talking to them, my boss came around, and then he had been waiting for me for a very long time, saying that he had to do something for me. So when I had time to go to him, he told me that he has to scan my eyes, my left eye, and I said, for what? And then he said for security clearance, like for security measures. And I said, well, but we use emails. If we use an email, we can encrypt the email. So I don't see why he has to scan my eye to do all that. And he said these are the new measures that are in place. So I allowed him to scan my left eye. And then that was it. But then by the time he finished, when I was going back to the people to attend to them, they were all gone.
Okay. All right. So this one, what kind of work do you do? What is your company into?
We're into security. Security. I work for the government.
Okay. So is there a room for promotion?
Yes.
There is room for promotion.
Yes.
Okay. So what you have to do, I don't know whether as we speak now, whether you are due for it. But what you have to do is that because this is more like an elevation that is coming that has delayed. That is why you saw that people had waited for you for a long time and they had left. Okay, and later on, some of them were coming back. So what you should do, I don't know how long you've worked with them, but there is an elevation per God's plan God wants to give you. But whatever that would delay it, okay, what you have to do is to pray. And so that's why I asked you whether there is a room for promotion. If there is, then you have to pray that there is a particular promotion that is due that He, the Lord Himself, has for you. But anything that will delay it, that is what you have to seriously pray against and take it from the way so that what God has for you will come to pass. So this one purely is about your workplace.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it had something to do with ministry. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
per this one, it's not ministry. This one is not
Okay.
ministry. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Thank you too. Who? Matilda Kusi. Hello, Matt.
Hello, Seer.
Okay, talk to us, please.
Okay, Ahmed. Yeah, I have a question. So, I'm driving, so if there is an emergency. My question is, when it comes to death dream, let's say you have a dream about somebody, and then the person is a non-believer, or the person is somebody that it's hard for you to reach out to them. My question is, can't we intercede for our loved ones? Like, let's say this helicopter crash that happened in Ghana, like all these prophecies to be seen around.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it's difficult to reach out to somebody, um, what happens to interceding for seeing that something is about to happen to this person, and then you can reach out to the person, or the person is a non-believer?
All right. Okay, I get you. I think I've gotten you. Matilda, because you are driving, your network is not stable, but I think I've gotten what you mean. And I'm going to make this more like an education for all of us so that we can learn. Now, there are some prophecies or some dreams or some visions about people. Now, whenever you have a dream about maybe someone in a high authority where, I mean, something bad is about to happen, these are some of the directions. Some of the direction requires you to get in touch with the person, or that person has to be involved. Now, I'm going to say something here, and what I'm saying, I have basis on it, and I'm not afraid of anybody, especially those of you in Ghana. I know this is online, but I'm going to say it. Now, we had a very young musician who died some years back. It's called Ebony. Okay, she was a secular musician, as we term it. Now, that lady, at age 21 or 22, she was involved in a terrible accident. When she was alive, she released 5 hits, and all these songs were hit songs in Ghana. Children were playing, dancing with it. Elderly people were doing so. It was more like her songs were hit. Now, some prophet saw that she was about to die. But do you know why? There is one prophet I know very well. It's called Prophet Jima. He actually gave the accurate prophetic word. And this is what Prophet Jima said. I quote him. Prophet Jima said that there is a lady called Ebony she has seen in a vision. And that lady is going to die 2 months from the day he's given the prophecy. He said this on social media. And he asked God that, God, can't anything be done about it? God said no. Why? Because that lady has sacrificed something that is very innocent for her to be at the top. This is why I'm saying that. I'm saying it based on something. So most of you think that, oh, somebody killed Ebony. Nobody killed. She killed herself. Whatever oracle she contacted and she became that big, that oracle fought against that thing fought against whatever thing she sacrificed because that thing was innocent and the blood started shouting and crying. So the prophet, when the prophet was prophesying, he said, watch this happening. Nothing can be done about it. No amount of prayer can save that girl. So there are some people, they have gone to do something and that thing is about to kill them. That one, no prayer, nothing, because judgment has already taken place in the spirit. That is aspect one. Aspect two, it is when the person is very innocent, but the devil has planned to kill that person. If I should go back a bit, somebody even told Ebony that he should go to the what do you call it? The orphanage home, and he should go and sacrifice provisions to them. She went and did that, but she still died. That wasn't the solution. This is what I believe. She will die, yes. But the solution was all the pastors that were around her should have actually led her to give her life to Christ before she dies. Because whoever draws the knife and kills someone, he should also die by the knife. So once you know that your time is due, the best thing you have to do is to give your life to Christ. Down. That's the aspect one. The aspect two is whenever the person is very innocent, then you dreamt about the person dying, or there was a prophecy about the person that is about to die. Now, sometimes when you are praying, it is possible. There are some instances you can stand on your feet and you will pray, and God will direct you, do this, do this, do this for the person because you are not getting the person. You will do it and it will turn. Aspect two. The aspect three, sometimes God will let you that no matter what, you need to speak to this person because the person has to be involved. If he's fasting, he has to be involved. If he's giving, the person has to be involved. So prophecies, there are some prophecies when you now, like now that I'm here, if God showed me something about maybe the president of Kenya, and I know that I don't have any link to the president of Kenya. I asked God, God, I don't have link, but you've shown me. What do I do? You will hear God saying, intercede for him. That's why I showed to you. Now you will intercede, and later you will hear that, oh, the Kenyan president was nearly assassinated, but it didn't come on. Your prayer has worked. But there are some God will let you. So God will tell you, put it on social media. Definitely someone who knows will connect, put your number there, and the person will call you. So please, it is not all the time that it's supposed to be only intercession. When it's intercession, God will let you know. When the person has to be involved, God will let you know that, hey, call the person. Then you will call the person. This is the word of the Lord. Okay, Papa, I've heard you. What's the way forward? The way forward is that you and I, we are going to fast for 3 days. After the 3 days, go to the village and go and sacrifice some food items for them. It will cancel it. The person is involved. But there are some God will say, I'm only revealing to you so you pray about it. Okay? And there are also some God will not let you. There are also some God will tell the person that, hey, he has to be involved in this. If you do it alone, still the person will die. Do you know some of us? Let me give you a very sad story. One of our ladies some time ago who died, she had a dream. Her wedding ring was broken into two. Listen to what I told the lady, that wherever you are, because where the lady was is like 7 hours drive to where I live. He's living in another region, and when he had the dream, I prayed, and what I heard in my spirit is I let the lady come pour oil and cancel. When I called the lady, she told me that she has been asking for excuse a lot at workplace. When she asks for another excuse, she will be sacked. So I should, you see, she was telling me what to do. So I should pray for her on the phone. Do you know I still did pray for her, but it didn't work. She still died. She still died. What I'm saying is that what the instruction I had was that let her come, gather around her with your prayer department, anoint her and cancel. Oh my goodness. That death was one of the most painful deaths I have ever experienced. I was the same person the family called for me to come to that area and come and bury. the person. So I did I did the burial. We went to the cemetery. I prayed, and I still have the videos there. It was very terrible. So what I'm trying to let you know is that sometimes the person has to be involved. Sometimes you feel like you are praying, but God will say, call the person, call the person. If you don't have any contact, you ask God, God, I don't have any contact. What do I do? God will tell you, put it on social media. Yes. So it is not all the time that you have to be in the room. You say, but I was interceding. No. When the person is involved, sometimes it helps. There are some God will not let the person be involved, but God will tell you, you alone do this for that person. And that is all. I hope you all understand. All right. The next question, please. How many questions have you picked so far? Six questions. So we have four more to go. Okay. Hey, my brother, how are you? Eternity.
Yes, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's hear you.
Good, good, good. Yeah, so see, I had a dream. It was like I was having a short nap. And in the dream, it was like a friend of mine, a female friend that, no, and gave me a gift. Like, she kind of gave me like a dessert. It looked like cream in a small bowl. And and then in the dream, I found myself not immediately desiring to eat the thing, but I wanted to put my hands in it. And as I put my hands in it, I pulled out a very long one string of hair. And then as I pulled it out, I kept putting my hands in it, and then I pulled out two used bandages. And then I put my hands in it again, and then I pulled out a used period pad. And then I woke up, and I was kind of disturbed by the things that I found in the dessert, what looked like a gift. So I think I put it on the chat too. I even sent it to you to see if you can help me because I was kind of baffled by the dream. It was a very short dream, but it was also very detailed. So I needed a
Okay.
little help.
Okay. So let me get you right. You saw a lady, a strange lady. You mean right? It's a stranger, right?
No, no, not a strange lady. It's a friend of mine. I know that I saw her. I know who she was.
What is the person close to where you are? Is it in the same country you
It's,
are?
yes, yes. It's a female friend I grew up with. I even still talk to her here and there. She's a friend, like a old, since we were young, we've been friends and stuff.
Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Has this female friend shown any interest in you?
Not directly, but I feel like not that she has ever said anything like that, but I feel like I kind of think she likes me.
Mm-hmm.
She has never said
No, no,
anything
no.
to
It's not
me
the same.
directly.
I was asking that. I mean, has she? It's like from the way you see her, because we the men too. When ladies love us, we know the lady may not necessarily say, "I'm in love with you," but we know. So as the woman too, when the man loves you, you know, even if the man has not said it, you know. So I'm actually asking this question because the dream you had is a very dangerous dream. Now let's look at the items you picked. So this lady you know who was once upon a time your childhood friend. Now watch this. She gave you a gift and you put your hand in the gift box. Now you brought what was the first thing you brought?
I brought out a long one, a string of hair, like a one string of hair, very long.
That's number one. Number two.
Two used bandages.
Mm-hmm. Three. And the
And
three is a
number
pad.
three, a used period pad that was folded up.
Hey. Is your wife online?
No, she's not. I'm actually by myself.
You know what? I will the dream you had is very bad, but what I will urge you to do is that pray that nobody mentions your name in any evil place, not to kill you, but to, you know, um, um, win your attention. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay. So pray that. So it can be the lady you saw, it can be anybody. But what God is trying to tell you is that there is somebody who is interested in you, and the person, for the person to win you, there are so many things going on the person's mind. Now, the hair you pull, that means it's actually going to take your glory away. Two, the bandage is also telling you that that thing is really going to break you down. And the pad you had, it is also telling you that there is going to be a lady that will be involved in that. So what you have to do, pray for hedge of protection more, and you pray that God, if there is anybody that knows me that wants to mention my name or take my soul to any evil place, you take yourself from there, and may the Lord protect you so that you wouldn't be under the influence of anything evil. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
totally get it. Yeah, I kind of figured it was that. I just didn't fully understand what it meant.
Okay. So
Yeah.
let's be very careful. Let's be very careful and just be praying. Because you see, some of these things, it's not that maybe the lady is evil. You know, sometimes when you fall in love with someone, you always think of how can I win this guy? Okay, how can I win the heart of this guy? And there are so many things coming in your mind. Sometimes you may end up discussing with someone. I don't know whether I have shared this on prayer platform, but it has happened to me before. That time I wasn't the pastor yet. Where I used to work with the company MTN, there was a lady I used to buy rice from. This is my office. She was directly opposite my office. But one thing I realized is that anytime I go to buy rice, I buy rice. Let's say if I'm buying like, let's say, 1 cedi worth of rice, the lady will give me like 10 cedis worth of rice. The quantity, it was too plenty. But anybody that goes there, he gives you the actual quantity. But when I say I'm buying 1 cedi, then so when I came to the office, they were like, Albert, why is it that 1 cedi, you alone, your rice is too much like that? So some time ago, people were even going there with my name. So when they go like, Albert sent me to buy rice, then it will increase. So at the point in time, my office, they were always teasing me that when you go with Albert's name, you will have it. Now, I never knew that this lady was interested in me. So what happened was that one night, it was around 3 a.m. and I was sleeping. Normally when I sleep in my boxer shorts. I don't wear anything because of heat. I sleep with only my boxer shorts. So I got a call around 3 a.m. And when I got a call, it was a woman. So the woman called me and was like, "Are you the one that work with MTN?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Listen, I have a mirror right in front of me. This is a real story I'm telling you. I have a mirror in front of me and I can see you right now because as you are sleeping on your bed, I see you wearing a green boxer shorts with flowers in it. As a matter of fact, I was so shocked. I was like, are you in this room or where?" He said, "No, no, no. Stop what you are doing. You want to cover yourself. I'm seeing you." I said, "I'm not here, but I'm in a place. I called your soul, and whatever I want to do for you is not working. There is a lady who sells rice, and that lady brought you to me that she loves you. So I should turn your mind." Hey, that day was when I saw that this world is dangerous. In the more and all the quantity of rice was because the lady was in love, but the lady couldn't tell me. So he spoke to someone, and that was the advice. How the woman was able to describe my boxer shorts, because it was green boxer with flowers in it. When I tried to cover myself, then I was like, are you here? Then he said, "Stop covering you. I can see you in the mirror right now." The lady took me there. So since I got to know that, what the woman told me was that I called the lady and I took your number. I'm trying to do something, but it's not working. So I called to tell you that this is what is happening. Whatever thing that is protecting you, make sure you put your trust in that thing very much. I was so shocked with the fetish priest calling me like that. So from that day, anytime I see that lady was called Anita. I'm not afraid if he hears. She was called Anita. And anytime I feel like eating rice, I would rather walk down to the roadside somewhere and go and buy. because she knew that whatever she did, it didn't work. I'm only citing this example to you for you to know that we are in a very dangerous world. People you think they cannot do that, they may end up doing that through evil advice, through what comes in mind, and all that. So, what you have to do is to be very careful so that you wouldn't be controlled. Because I believe if you're falling in love, it should be natural, but it shouldn't be someone taking you somewhere just to tune your mind so you come and love the person. So what you have to do is to pray, protect yourself very well. That if there is that thing in the pipeline coming, it should not work. It's dangerous for you to pull a pad in a dream, a pad that belongs to a woman. It's telling you that someone wants to take you somewhere. If the person is closer to you, if let's say, if the person were to be closer, I would have advised you if you are eating the person's food, you have to stop eating because there is evil mentality in there. But now there is a big distance, but in the spirit, there's no distance. So you got to be careful, my brother.
Yeah, thank you so much, Seer.
Most
Yeah,
welcome.
I know we went that time, so I will not ask another one, but thank you so much for this direction. So I'll wait and if there's nobody asks another question, I'll ask another dream.
Okay, just in case. All right, who else? Praise Asante, can we hear you, please?
Yeah, thank you, Sia. Thank you so much. Can you
Right.
hear me, say?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, my dream is quite different from the dead dream. It's about I dreamt and I saw myself selling for someone. That's happened to me twice. But when the customers were came in to buy stuff from me, I think some of them decided to steal the stuff without paying them. So I went upstairs and I said, there's a CCTV camera around. So if you think you have not paid, please make sure you pay. If not, I will go back and replay my CCTV. If I find out you have not paid, I'll chase you out. That was the first dream I had. And I think I had the same dream, but it looked quite different. I was selling for someone. It's not like a business. I was doing for somebody. And the person, like the customer decided not to pay. But I found a way of putting fear on them so that if either of them have not paid, I can get the money back to the person. So that when they come, when the owner come, I can account to him. And this into my heart. I don't know, I don't understand. If I had been following your dream back in 2018, but this dream I have never come across.
Yeah, I haven't done such a dream, but I know what you're talking about. How is your finances like, if I may ask, please?
At the moment, it's not that strong, seriously.
Mm,
Because I'm doing so many stuff
mhm.
at a go. So I think I'm not that strong. I'm doing that, I'm doing this. So
Let me tell you. After that, I'm going to give you a direction, then you will do it so that it will revamp your finances. Because anytime you dream and you see that maybe you were selling, but it looks as if there are some people that wants to outmatch you. They want to take it without payment and all that. The moment you see that, know that your finances is going to be under serious attack. Now, watch this. In the dream, you were doing for someone, you were selling for someone. So that means in the dream that the whatever didn't belong to you. And you saw that you were so much, careful that nobody takes the item without payment. Whenever you have a dream like that, it is talking to you about you and your finances, whatever business you are doing. So you have to pray because the devil has decided to tamper with your finances through whichever business you yourself will do, not the one you will do for someone. So what you have to do, let me give you this direction. Normally, so what kind of business are you doing right now?
I was at the moment I'm outside the country. I'm in UK now. But before then, I was into Momo venture, and it was going well. But this is what happened. The guy that I trained, the guy I taught him back in secondary school, I teach him. So I pick him, I make him my boy because I got transferred from BA to um, central region. So I make him like my boy who control my businesses for me. This is what happened. The guy later opened the same shop just 2 meters away from where my shop is.
Mm.
And at that time, my shop was under renovation. So he asked the customers to come to his shop. People think, like the customer think, that's my new shop. And
Mm.
finally, when I go back to my old shop, he said he cannot work with me again. So that new shop is for him. So I decided to collapse my own. So
Mm.
now he's working for me. He's working on his own. So he decided not to work with me. Anyway, I dreamt about him about 2, 3 days ago. I sat down with him and Ibrahim Mahama, and he's like, he wanted, like, he has taken my place, and Ibrahim Mahama was trying to do a business with him. Then Ibrahim Mahama said that this is my shop, and why are you doing business with this guy? So I went to him. I said, okay, no, if in as much as like taking the whole connection in your hand, let me sell my share to you. And he said, no, 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 I'm not ready. It is not time for you to sell to me. And I prayed about it.
Okay. You know what, bro? We need to do a direction, but I'm going to give it to you here. All right, so
Okay.
that you can do it. But in the UK, you're not doing your own business, you're working for somebody or maybe
Yeah,
a
yeah, I'm working
company.
for someone.
Yeah. But in future, you have to, I mean, per destiny and how your dream is like,
Yeah,
there's going to be a business you will own, and that business
yeah.
will come with a lot of connections. But that very guy you are talking about, I wouldn't really be surprised that the guy actually visited an evil place,
Sure,
maybe
yeah,
a juju.
because in the dream,
Hmm.
I saw something like that. Yeah, I saw something like
Yeah.
that. So the way he quit the job, I really understand. I have wanted to increase his pay, and that brings the whole disconnection. I called him that now I've moved to UK, so I want to increase your salary because I feel like it is down for me. Because that time I was paying 1,000 cities for him every month. So
Okay.
I said, anyway, I'm going to move it to 1,500. He said, no, no, I'm not going to work with you again. That was all.
Yeah. So what you have to do is that anytime now you're working for someone, but when God opens the way for you to do your own business, please let me know, and we
Okay.
will do it. Because listen, we don't just start business. So that's why most of us here, you are doing business, is not going on. Before you venture into any business, there are things to be done. The people on the other side, sometimes they kill cow, they do that. That's the people on the other side. But we in Christ, there are also directions you have to do. You lay that foundation as your solid whatever spiritual strength. Then after that, you venture into that business. We don't just do business like that. But for now, what I will ask you to do, once you've dreamt about him, what you have to do is that you pray that, and you disconnect yourself from any limitation. Maybe if you visited any place and there is a limitation on you that will let you be losing a lot of opportunities, pray and disconnect yourself from that limitation, and also pray that the Lord will lift your finances up. This is what I suggest you do. When is your birthday?
I see October coming.
6 October. That's
Yeah.
fine. Try as much as possible, put some money aside and do a charity work with it. Pray over it and give that money out for charity. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, when you do that, you will secure your own life from the day of your birthday, and nothing evil will be able to eat into your finances again.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sure. I appreciate it. Thank you
All
so
right.
much,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay. I think Fiona Minta came here, and I think, is Fiona here? No, no, he was here. He was the next person, but I saw that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Fiona, talk to me.
I just wanted to ask you about the directions for death-related dreams. So you mentioned that the foundational things are prayer, fasting, seed, and the orphanage home. Is there anything else, especially if you're having back-to-back death-related dreams?
Yeah, if you're having back to back, I have taught this before. It's one of my on my YouTube videos. What you do is that listen. All of us should listen. What's today's date? 13th. So let's say I had a death dream today. Foundation, first aid prayer. Same day you fast, maybe 6 to 12. You base on the word. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Weapon of death, I come against you, it will not work. Then after, if it requires seed sowing, depending on how intensive it was, you can decide to sow seed and do charity work. Now, you did it on the 13th. All right. So let's say on the 20th, okay, 7 days after, then you had another dream and it was death related. So far as it's in that same month, no need to sow seed again. No need to fast again. What is only needed is prayer. So what you have to do is also, let's say you had it on the 20th. So let's say the first dream you had, maybe you were in a casket, for example. The second dream you had, you were in the cemetery. So what you have to do is that when you wake up on the 20th, then you move into prayer. But this prayer should be more intensive. Then what you have to do is you do the connection prayer. What do I mean by the connection prayer? The prayer you are praying, you connect it to the seed, connect it to the fasting you did, or connected to the charity work you did, because it's in the same month. So what you have to do is that, Father, I pray. I saw seed last week, and this week I have had this dead dream again. The seed is still talking. I connect this prayer to the seed or the charity work. I connect this prayer to the fasting I did, and based on the word of God, no weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. I pray indeed. I come against the spirit of untimely death. Then you will pray and break it and break it. You will connect it. Now, if let's say after the prayer it comes, let's say on the 30th, same month, still connect. You will only redo the whole direction again when you enter into the next month. Let's say you enter into the month of September, then another death dream cap. That one you do the main foundational one. Subsequently, when it comes, just connect it. You don't need to be so easy every death dream. So see, no, that's not how it's done. Once it's in the same month, be connected. Once it's in the same week, still be connecting it. Fiona, do you get me?
Yeah, I understand. I was asking if there's anything else.
There is nothing else to do when it comes for the second time. So far as you have done the foundational one, that is, you only build on that. That's all.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you too. Auntie Thelma. Hey, Mama, how are you? Mama Thelma, how are you?
I'm okay, Sia. How are you?
I'm fine. Talk to me.
Sia, I have three of them here that I have needed some answer.
Yeah, Mama Thelma, we can take one of the dream at a time for now.
Okay, for now, let me take the dream I saw. Actually, I saw my daughter and my son having sex in a dream.
Is
And
it
I thought,
is
thank
it
you,
wh-
but I think you got busy.
yeah, I think I got busy because I haven't really seen that. Your daughter, um, is it your daughter that is alive?
Yes.
Okay. Listen, anytime you have a dream and you see one, your daughter having dream with your son, your daughter having dream with your uncle, with any other sibling and stuff. This dream, the message is not for your son. The message is for your daughter. The one you actually saw, it is not your son. It's a demonic entity that picked the image of your son to sleep with your daughter. So in nutshell, it's telling you that your daughter is having a problem of spiritual marriage that has to be dealt with.
Yes, she does. And what bothers me really, that girl is now in Ghana. I have begged her many, many times to come to you, to call you. The girl has refused.
Your daughter is in
Even
Ghana
when,
now. Are you
What's
saying
that?
no? Are you saying that your daughter is in Ghana now?
Yeah, she's in Ghana right now. She came for vacation with friends. The Ghanaian,
Oh.
she has Ghanaian friends. Actually, that's how I found you, Seer. The first time she came to Ghana, I started asking God, why is my daughter going to Ghana? What is the connection in Ghana? Because she doesn't want to travel. She doesn't. The other one is a traveler, the other twin, but this one doesn't want to travel. But right now she's in Ghana. I have begged her many, many times. And she said, Mommy, you pray every day, every night. Every night I see your phone, you are all praying, praying, praying. Those prayers are enough for us who doesn't want to pray. Period. I don't know what to do.
You see, Auntie Thelma, I mean, personally, I know you and I know what you've gone through with what happened to your late daughter. That, but what I'm saying is that it looks as if the devil is actually on your children because he doesn't want them to serve God and all that. So that anytime he wants to take a life, he can easily take any of your children's life. But we're not going to allow that to happen. So what I'm trying to tell you, and every parent here should listen to me. If you have a stubborn child, you've spoken to the child, and the child is not listening. This is a method I'm giving to everybody. Take this; it will help you. At a point in time when you talk, stop talking. Do more of the talking in your closet to God and tell God that God, I commit this my son or daughter onto your hands. No matter what I tell her, she doesn't listen. So, God, I want you to take control. Father, make sure my daughter or my son does not die in this situation. Now, let this be like a cup of water for you where you will drink it every day. If every day you pray this 10 minutes, every day you pray, trust me and trust the Lord. I'm saying that your son or your daughter one day will be touched by God. So, Mama Telma, I don't want you to stretch yourself so much. I'm really surprised that she is in Ghana and she didn't come look for me for us. So you forget about everything. Don't complain again. Go on into your closet and be praying. I'm telling you, this thing it works like magic. So far as listen, I know a grandmother who prayed such prayer and committed the grandson unto God's son that God, this my grandson, he doesn't like serving you at all. One day, call this my grandson into ministry. Now, the what do you call it? The grandmother died 5 years after the death. The grandson was not feeling well. So a prophet came on the scene. And look at the prophecy when they brought the guy to the church. He said that, listen, when your grandmother, that day I was so shocked. He said, when your grandmother was what do you call it? Was alive, your grandmother prayed a certain prayer to God that God should use you. And when God is saying that after He has healed you, He will call you into ministry. I'm telling you, this guy is in the Fanti side of our country. When I say Fanti, it's a tribe, Takrade there. And the guy is into ministry and it's that powerful. It was the prayer the grandma prayed and died. And the prayer worked in the space of 5 years. So what I'm saying is that if your son is stubborn, you've spoken enough, the person is not listening, that your daughter is not listening. At a point in time, can you stop talking and do more of the talking in your closet and commit his soul, commit whatever unto God and tell God that get hold of this, my son. I don't want my son to die in this. Just be doing that. And I tell you, God will find a way because it's more like you are giving God an assignment to do for you because that's the soul. If it's not you, God will push somebody into the person's life and the person will give his or her life to Christ and the person will change into a new leaf. So, Mama Telma, please don't be too much worried about this. Let's keep praying. We will support you, and I know things will change. Are you getting what I'm saying, Mama?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. So maybe we will attend to the rest of the dream later on, but I want to pick one dream per time for now. Are we picking the last one?
Hello.
Who is also Mama? Is also Mama here?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, talk to me.
Okay. Yeah, so recently a couple of weeks ago, I had a dream, and in that dream, it was like I went for an engagement in the morning around the after I went for the engagement, the woman came out and she said she was not going to bring the money because the man she's getting married to is having an
No,
affair.
no. Also, Mama, can you lift up your voice a bit? I want to hear every bit of that story. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I
Is it
can.
better?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I had a dream a couple of weeks ago where I went for an engagement ceremony. So someone I don't know the people, they were about to do the engagement. It was in the morning around, let's say around 11. Then the lady was crying. She was saying that she's not going to the engagement anymore.
Is it a lady? Is it a lady you know?
No, I don't know that both of them they died. And
Mm-hmm.
the lady said the reason because I'm having an affair with her husband to be. And I denied it. I said no, there was nothing. It's like so people were begging and begging and begging, and the thing delayed. So like around 4 p.m. later, she kind of agreed, and they had the engagement, and everything was over. But later, it was like later in the evening, or later in the next thing, I saw myself working with her husband. I don't know who he is. It's like we were working in town, then together, and I told him that let's go separate ways. Like where we are, we are people. Otherwise, people see both of us and see a connection. By the way, it seemed like I was having something to do with him, but I was hiding it. And in another dream, on another day, I saw my this one, I know that person, a childhood friend, he was just a friend. And it was like I was married. He knew I was married, but I think I had something to do with it. Like that's how I felt. And even my husband came around, he saw us, but it's like he pretended. And the guy later took me to visit like her office. And the sister was there with me, and it's like the sister liked me. And so it's like and he even put his hand around my neck. Those two things have bothered me because I'm happy in my home. And I'm not interested in destroying another woman's home. So I think it's God giving me a warning, is it a spiritual thing, warning me because I feel like what I'm seeing, I can't do it naturally. I'm happy in my home and I
No,
don't
no,
want
no,
to
no.
destroy
It does not really mean that you're gonna do that thing physically. No, that's not what it. This is purely spiritual. Okay, listen. Everything that you are dreaming about, you seeing yourself with someone, or someone also saying that the person is having an affair with you and all that, is all an attack on your marriage. It has nothing to do with you going to do that physically. No, I mean, God Himself knows you're not going to do that. But your marriage is really under attack spiritually, just that it has not materialized yet. So what you have to do is that you have to pray and tighten up the marriage bolt and knot. That whatever the enemy, because whatever that is happening, those people you saw, these images, they are images in your family. So it is your marriage they want to collapse. It's as simple as that. So pray against that. If physically you are happy in your marriage, you have to pray that nothing evil will happen because whatever that is ahead of you, that is what God is revealing to you that this is the plan of the enemy. So what are you doing about it? So please pray very well and break any evil that wants to rise up against your sweet hope you have right now so that nothing can destroy it. You getting what I'm saying? Yes. So are we done with 10 people? Okay, so we are done with 10 people. So we have to go because it's 10 in Ghana, it's 12 a.m. in Germany and Schengen countries, and it's 11:05 in UK. So, as I've said, we are going to be here every Wednesday, but on Wednesday next week, we will start a little bit earlier. Okay, I know by the time we start, most of the people in the US may be at work, but hey, if you are free and if you are doing a living and stuff, you can just be listening without the question. So we have to, so the dream hub, this is how it's going to be done. And I hope instead of doing it on YouTube where there's the channel you who have maybe because of time you couldn't, if we start very early, I can decide to pick like 20 dreams in it. So maybe next week by 6:30 we should finish with the set up, so that we do it in 1.5 hours teaching or something. Then we leave the rest of the 45 minutes for questions and answers. All right. God bless all of you. Please, those of you who are here for the first time, make good use of the um what do you call it? The YouTube videos I have done. When you go subscribe, so that when we put it there, it will get, and you press the notification, so that anytime I put something, you will just do it. When we finish, we are going to put this same broadcast, everything you have, because we have recorded it. It's going to be on YouTube. So those who were not able to join, at least they can also learn something. I'm begging all of you. It is not everything that is from God, especially on timely death. So don't say God allowed it. And God, it is God's will that it should happen. No, it's not God's will. It is not God. At least some of us, we have served God. We don't know the entirety of God's character, but we know some, and we know He's not a wicked God. God will not take your daughter from you for anything. He's not going to gain any glory in that. It is you who allow that, and you don't have to allow that. In the mighty name of Jesus, may the Lord give you sweet dreams. In the morning, we will come back and do dream hub morning prayers. So when we come, you will join us there as well. So this one, it is set for everybody. All right. Before I go, I pray for all of you, all those who have been dreaming and forgetting. May the grace of the Lord fall on you tonight. May you not dream and forget. In the mighty name of Jesus, may the Lord protect you and your household in Jesus' mighty name. Any evil that causes nightmares and the attacks that come in the form of animals, snakes and dogs and cats and all that, we pray, let the angel of the Lord be on guard and let them kill all these animals that show up just to disturb you, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Thank you all for supporting us with data and everything we're doing here. God bless all those people who are supporting. We are using the camera because someone here bought the camera for us. We are using the Wi-Fi because some of you contributed for us to buy the Wi-Fi, and we really appreciate it. May the Lord never forget you for supporting a worthy cause. God bless you so much. We will meet here again next week. Bye bye.